3 coplanar points.
Roohif
And
will
bam,
explain
there's
how you do
the
that.
radius of the Earth.
On the level.
The way I phrase it is a monument to the curvature of the Earth. It really
totally
is.
agree with you.
Level.
It really
totally
is.
agree with you.
Level.
And bam, there's the radius of the Earth.
Hear anything?
Right, come on,
How do they
Roohif. Time for a year to make a fool out yourself again.
All right. What are we doing?
Yes.
So-
Roohif.
This is 100 meters, and you agree that there is how much drop? Do you say?
Over 100 meters, but if you got your auto level in the middle, if your auto level is in the
this
middle,
is right.
that will be
Imagine this is a 16th of Sly's bending water level test. Tell us how much drop Sly will have from one point to the next, please.
about a millimeter.
1 millimeter. So if he has 16 of these all lined up in a row to make a mile, that would be 16 millimeters over the entire.
No.
No.
It
No.
accumulates.
Don't know
If you're at the start,
Yeah.
you got your first water level there.
Okay.
The
so
last water level
here
a
to
mile
here.
ago, a mile away,
Yeah, and here.
a mile
and
away.
this.
Yeah, but you're drawing this on a flat surface. Are we on a flat surface or a globe?
This is water levels. You see how water levels work?
Yeah. Is it a water level on a globe or a flat surface?
It's a water level, like you've just
is it on
said,
a
1
globe or
millimeter. For in between each one of these, from this end to this end, you just said it, 1 millimeter. So we put 16 of them together. 16 millimeters.
No.
No? Why not?
Because in between each water level, the Earth is curving. So
Okay.
the horizontal between, or the line at least, between the first and the second is not parallel to the second and the third line.
No. Okay, right. Well, let's go with this. Let's do it numbers, right? You okay with numbers? So
I'm
in
completely fine with numbers.
in between 1 to 2, right? You've got 1 millimeter.
Yes.
Right? And then from 2 to
He doesn't
3.
get it. Roohif. He doesn't get it.
Go on. What's the millimeter drop?
Man, you guys.
Between, listen
Yeah.
to it
Okay,
until I
well, then
finish.
he can walk Bev through it, can't he?
Yeah.
So just let him do it.
Yes.
Between
because he won't
2
get
and
it.
3,
Go
Oh,
on.
shush, you can't
Between-
say that, shush.
all right. The line between 1 and 2 is not parallel to the line between 2
No,
and
we're
3.
just talking about the individual water levels. 1 millimeter drop between 1 and 2.
Yep.
Yeah.
If you then go and move to number 2
Yeah.
and calculate the drop from number 2 to number 3, it
Yeah.
will be a millimeter.
Okay, 1
But
millimeter again.
if you calculate,
Do we know which direction
listen,
1
listen
millimeter?
until I'm finished.
Is it
Listen until I'm
is
finished.
it 1 millimeter
Listen
from
until I'm
here
finished.
down, and then 1 millimeter
If-
from here down, or is this
If
one
you
down?
measure, if you measure the drop between 1 and 3, it will be more than 2 millimeters.
Oh, will it?
Yes.
Go on then. What will it be?
Hang on. What's the drop over 200 meters? 0.2. It will be. I need some. Thingos. It'll be 2.7 millimeters.
Okay, 2.7. 2.7.
Do you know why that is?
What about 4? Let's add 4 in. Like, so from
4.
3 to 4, we're going to have another millimeter, right? So we're gonna
Between
have
3, if you
one-
move
one-
yourself to number 3,
1
if you
millimeter.
move yourself to number 3,
Yeah.
there'll be 1 millimeter drop between 3 and 4.
Okay, and now from 1 to 4.
1 to 4. So that's 300 meters.
Yeah.
That will be 6.1 millimeters.
Okay, 6.1 millimeters.
Oh, it's
now,
refracted actually.
we're gonna
That's
have
not
5 in here
refracted.
now,
Sorry.
and I can do this 1 millimeter.
Yeah, sorry. I've been reading off the refracted numbers, not the geometric numbers. So 7.1, not 6.1.
Oh, 7.
Anyway, doesn't matter.
Okay. Yeah, no, it does matter because we're dealing with water levels, and that's total geometry, right? Actually, that is the geometry that we're going to
Until
be
you
using.
cite it.
Okay.
Until you cite it.
So
If you cite it, there's
I've added
refraction.
number 5 in here. Okay.
Mhm.
So what's 1 to 5?
1 to 5 would be 400 meters. Unrefracted is 12.6 millimeters.
12.6. Wow. Oh wow. 1 to 3. So that's 200 meters at 1 point. Is that a good one? 2.7. Is that the?
Hang on.
The
1
right
to
number.
1 to 3
1
would
to
be 200 meters. 3.1.
3.1. Well, that's even better.
Yeah. Can you see how the curvature accumulates?
It's measurable, that though. Right.
Oh, whether you can measure 3 millimeters is a different story.
Pardon?
Whether you can actually measure it as 3 millimeters is a different story.
Of course I can.
If you do it over a mile,
Look,
you
you seen me. You not seen me pipe?
Hmm?
It's only
You what?
3. It's 3
How is it
millimeters ID.
accumulating if
Of
it's
course, I
just
can
1
measure 3
millimeter?
mil in it.
accumulating because
Woohoo!
the
Right now, let's go to
it's a-
6. Let's go to 6.
it's
Well,
accumulating.
you've accumulated 5 millimeters. That's all you've
There's a hump.
accumulated.
There's a hump
You've
in
just
between.
added the rest of the numbers in yourself.
1, 2, 6.
Hey,
What
There's
about
a
the next
hump.
one then?
God, this is funny.
Paige,
It's
a
accumulating
hump in
because the
between.
line between 1 and 2 is not parallel to the line 2 to 3.
Yeah, but what about
going
1
to
to
the
6?
right
I'm,
people.
this
Don't
is
you
the
think
last
you
one.
guys
The
should know how much
500,
the globe is
500
before you
meters
start
should do us
debunking it?
here, Roohif, I think.
500 meters.
Yeah,
All right,
what's this
500
one?
meters is 19.6.
19.6.
You're just gonna keep doing this and asking the same question.
No,
not
no,
knowing
that's it.
what's
I'm done.
going
I'm
on.
done. I've done.
You know-
I've never really had that. Actually, if we could, what would be the 1 to 16?
That'd be 8 inches, right? Wouldn't it? So
But
1.6
you've been giving us
kilometers.
millimeters. Come on, let's have it. Let's have it all the same.
8 inches is
Wouldn't it
20
be cool if
centimeters.
you guys
200
knew the
millimeters.
math?
1 to 16.
It would be good, wouldn't it?
1 to 17.
It would be good.
You-
It's
you
almost
should
like they would
get
know
a
what they're
comparison.
doing
1
and how to
to
debunk
17.
the globe properly.
Shut up,
They don't
Tony.
even
You're
know
like
the
that
globe.
little
You don't even
chihuahua
know
at
the
someone's
globe. None
leg,
of you guys
yapping
even
and
know the
yapping.
globe.
Shut the
Listening knows
fuck
what
up.
he's talking about.
So what's that? 1 to 17. That's 1600 meters, right?
Yeah, which is 200 millimeters drop.
200 millimeters.
Yes, not 16 millimeters. That doesn't, you don't accumulate it like that.
Okay, right. So that would mean that this water level here, from 1 to 1, right, there is 1 millimeter drop.
Yes.
What would the drop be from, if I stood here, right? What would be the drop from 16 to 17 in your calculation?
Drop.
Yes.
If you're standing at 1, it doesn't make any sense to say what is the drop between 16 and 17.
Why not?
If you're standing at
It's
16, because you've got to be
accumulated.
standing at
It's
16.
accumulated, right? From 1 to 5, there's 12.6. So that's
Yeah, 'cause
1
you're
to
standing at
5.
1.
But yeah, but look, all I'm saying is, so in between here and here, there is 7 millimeters drop,
Yeah, if
right?
you're
But there's
standing
only,
at
but yeah, but
1.
that's if I'm stood here, right? If
Yeah,
I'm
if you're
stood
standing
here,
at 1.
in between these two, there's a 7 millimeter drop. But if I'm stood here, there's only a 1 millimeter drop.
Right,
between
so you're
these
asking
two.
what the drop differential is between 1500 meters
No,
and
I'm just
16.
pointing out how fucking
Right.
ridiculous your maths is.
What's
If
ridiculous?
you
The drop
can't see
change-
that this is
It's changing.
fucking
You don't understand what you're
ridiculous.
doing. And everyone here is
Bro,
listening
it's-
to you like you know what you're talking
No,
about.
I understand I understand it completely.
No, you
He's making
don't.
it seem so. Bro, you are saying that the drop between 4 and 5 changes based on where the fucking monkey is. You're retarded.
Man, you
Well
guys
done, right the
honestly-
hand.
no, Roohif, I
Way
think they're
at
stupid. I
Shut
last.
the
think they're
fuck up,
retarded.
Tony.
They
Come
get
on.
this.
Let them
No,
talk.
fuck you, man. It's
No,
ridiculous.
fuck you.
You guys are
No,
sitting
fuck
here.
you.
You don't even know how to. You don't even know how the.
No,
to
fuck
do the
you,
math.
Tony.
You have to ask someone
Fuck
else.
He
you,
knows how
Tony.
it works. That's why he's asking these questions. That's the beauty part. If he didn't know how it worked, he wouldn't ask you the drop between 16 and 17 when you're standing at 1.
Really?
That's what makes
You're
it.
only getting upset because you know what Bev is saying is true, that it's ridiculous.
No,
and
you
get
know
upset
what
because
Roohif has
you've
just done.
realised
He
how
didn't even know you
ridiculous it
can.
is.
Whatever. It doesn't.
The
I think
question
you
being
guys
what?
stopped mentally growing at 8th grade.
You've just
You guys remind me of
exposed
the way
your
third grader
fucking ridiculous
Tighten
model.
up, guys. Come on, man.
So, Bev,
Don't even know
Bev,
what the globe is.
If you are standing at 1, if you are standing at number 1 and you're trying to measure the drop, the difference in the drop between the second last and the last one is 24.3 millimeters. If you are standing at the second last one, looking at the last one, the drop at that point is still 1 millimeter.
Right, so what you're assuming is if you're stood on the left, there is a drop of a millimeter to the right.
To which one? To number 2?
Well, I don't know. Like, let's say I'm stood here at this end.
Yep.
Right, where's the drop?
Back the other way.
That way.
Yeah, it's relative to where you are.
It's all around us, but
You just drew an M.
it's all around us. 365.
Infinite drop,
bro?
Always down.
Hang on, if he
Down.
if he
Does anyone want to come
Got
for
no
a trip on the
experience in there.
canal?
Sure. What are you telling us, Bev?
Right, Roohif, we're on the
Got that
canal.
though, so it might be.
We're looking down on top of the canal?
Yeah, yeah, obviously, because I mean, how do you draw it in elevation? You can do it in elevation if you want, like that. Right? A,
Yeah, so we're looking down on top of the canal. It's a triangle from the air.
C. Right? Okay. So you're at point A, and all of the sides. It's not. You know, they're a mile sides. So call it an equilateral triangle. 3 angles, 1, 2, 3, add up to 180 degrees. You know the deal with triangles.
Oh, well, Riley doesn't, but yeah, go.
But you're okay with that, though. Triangle, 180 degrees.
Yep.
Okay. So we're at A. Now, do you want to establish a horizontal at A?
Yep.
Ooh, I already see where this is going.
Okay, so we're going to go from A to B.
Yep.
And we've established a horizontal at A. What happens? 1 mile.
Yeah, it drops 8 inches.
8 inches. So from A to B.
This is going to be the same point again.
A
Bev.
to B.
No, it's different.
B
You don't
is
see it coming, Roohif?
8 inches
Well,
in the down
the infinite
direction,
drop.
right?
Bullshit,
So
right?
we're going to set a horizontal at B,
Yep.
and we're going to go from B to C.
Yep.
Go on. What happens?
It will drop from B,
B
relative to B,
C.
to C, 8 inches.
is 8 inches in the downwards.
It will drop from level, whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
8 inches.
Yeah.
It can't drop up.
8 inches down again, and then we're going to go
Yeah.
from C, back to
A.
A. Our starting
From
point.
C back to
Yeah.
A. If
C
you then
to
reset where your
A.
level is at C,
You just made this thing is a.
No,
what
let
are
him
we
finish.
walking
Let him
on right
finish.
now?
Right? Let him finish.
All
No,
those
because-
level lines are not parallel. That's the problem.
Come on. What?
hey, critical things here.
Sorry.
Difficult.
Yeah, all those level lines
No,
are not parallel.
we're on the last leg. Roohif, please. From C
Yeah, and then you're gonna,
to
Now
A.
you're going to add up the 3 lots of 8 inches, right?
Oh, down 8 inches again, yeah?
Yeah, you're going to add.
8
You're just going to
inches
add them all
down.
together
So
like a
8
fucking
inches,
retard.
8 inches in the downward direction again.
Relative to wherever you are standing,
Yeah,
there will be
at
8
this
inches
point,
drop to
8
the other.
inches down. So
What
what we've done is we've started on a canal, a triangular canal, and we've gone down 8 inches, down another 8 inches, and
Yeah, I
down
object to
another
going
8
down about
inches to end up at the same place we started. So we've gone
That's where you
all the
ended
way
up,
a
'cause you
trip,
did it
and
wrong.
we've gone down 28 inches to
That's
end up
not how
at the
you
point
do
that
it.
we were at.
That's not how you do it, they say. That's not how you do it.
Bro, that's what you just drew an M, like a how do you go? It would go. It's a
Yeah,
wave,
but the
right? You're
local
going
humps,
up
3 humps.
and down and up. There's 3 humps. Yeah, there's.
Know how to argue the
Bro, there's 3 humps on this thing. That should
there's
only be
no,
one.
No.
Three
That was
humps.
a
You've got to go up
Kozlowski.
and
No,
down,
no
up and
humps.
down.
No
It's
humps.
like that. Whoop,
But he hasn't even
Paige,
said yet. He's just gone
Reset
down,
every single
down,
time.
down,
This is
down.
whoop.
Paige, your mic
Okay.
is
Where he
introducing.
Sad.
He's here.
That's it,
Paige,
you
your mic
think
is
he's up
introducing
at
a
the top.
crackle.
Yeah,
You see
that's
that?
what he's done. How the fuck's he
You see
done
that?
that?
Yeah, how do you do that?
How do you
Guys,
do
come on.
Down, down, down.
If you want
And you're
to
at the
listen
same
to
place.
Roohif will
You're not
explain
going
how you
down.
do that.
Fucking stupid.
Yeah, you're not actually going.
Bro,
down.
that's a
You're not
David
actually
Blaine
going
trick. That's a magic
No,
trick.
it's not. Think
No, it's not.
Trick to you guys.
Going down 8 inches 3 times and then ending up where you began is not a magic trick.
Hey,
If you could go down 3 8-inch stairs And if you could go down three 8-inch stairs and end up in the back one, I'd be fucking amazed, bro. That'd be an awesome.